Okay, moment of truth. How does this sound? Eh. I think we're just gonna be working with crap mics my entire life. Then again, what source is it using? This doesn't sound right. It should be the right source right now, it just doesn't sound like it did. I don't get it, it's not fair. Okay, we'll try this. Okay, so what does this sound like? Okay, now it's quieter, right? Okay, so I'm probably gonna talk like this, so how does this sound? Reading dialogue. Speaking again, speaking again. The mic also has a funny volume controller on it around the mute button. Oh yeah, but isn't it for the headphones? I'll mess with it real quick. Okay, is this better? Does this sound better? Okay, actually, I think that actually does sound better. I think this is better, right? I could maybe live with this. At least from what I saw from the manual, I'm pretty sure it just controls the headphones. I don't know. I might like delve into the OBS settings or something, because it's gotta be something screwy with OBS. Because the mic itself sounds fine. Like, I did like testing stuff in other software. I don't know, it just has that slight electronic tinge to it that I can't stand. I don't know, it's fine, we'll just go with it. We'll live with it. Alright, well, I'm going to put my equipment away here. The main worry I have really is if it just randomly cuts out when I'm trying to do like voices or something. Because like, yes, the dialogue is on screen, but also like you're missing pretty good chunks of what's going on. Wow, I need to turn my headphones down, that is loud. Emma Sky jump scare. Oh, okay, now it's capturing the game. That was weird. Okay, hold on. Volume for stream should be on. Okay, so we're just gonna hope that nothing breaks. I do think this mic is better than the old one, at least. I'll give it that. Alright. Well, this is what we're gonna rock and roll with today, so we'll see what happens. Should I mess with any graphics? I should probably just, like, get to work. The nicest thing about this mic is it has a mute button, like, right in the center, that I can just click, so, like, if, like, the dog starts barking or someone is in, I can just do this. And yeah, you had no idea what I just said there, did you? Haha. Why does she have an ID badge on? She's a forensic investigator. Alright, well, we gotta start this stream off with a bang, right? See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never really seen one of those before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating's flaking a bit. She analyzed it. Scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'll give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. The lore. Alright, well I guess we'll go to... I needed to go to the parking lot, right? Oh god, I just realized I gotta figure out how to do like a sexy voice now, huh? There's one thing that, your friendly indie YouTuber Sakura Wiz is not, and that is sexy. So, we'll see what I can do. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Everyone, keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are gonna be my coworkers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hi. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? I'm gonna assume this is Gumshoe. I don't remember. You're expecting to go... Oh! This isn't Gumshoe. This is a detective even better. Alright, this is a voice I can easily do. You expecting to go unnoticed around here, partner? Partner? What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? The most based character in all of Ace Attorney is here, boys. The Texaboo. Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out on the desert dream? You wanna? What's this guy talking about? Y'all best head home. Bleh, y'all head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. There he goes. The best detective in all of Ace Attorney. Was that hombre a friend of yours? Uh, kind of? Sort of? Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. We love Jake Marshall. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer! Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it to the police. I don't believe it! This is real basic. Anything you find at a crime scene is evidence. So let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? That sounds like theft to me. It's called duty, alright? And at my tender age... Oh, I'm called to duty, sorry. Here, teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? Alright, guys. It's the first incident of the DLC incident. By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. Oh, Ash. Sorry, Bambina. You just missed the based and red-pilled Officer Marshall. Oh, it did that for me. I thought I was gonna have to select the wallet. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Look! I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of enter. I don't know, guys. Should we press enter? I think, me personally, I'm gonna press the A button. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? We opened a wallet! I guess. Though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Okay, oh yeah, we do have profiles in this case. So Lana's 29. Lana's 29. I'm 24. I can live with that. Okay, so we can examine this, right? Yeah, check it out! 3D, baby! Yeah! Does she replace Mia from now on? You mean Maya? Or... Man, this is a really good 3D model. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin. So for this case, Emma's hanging out with us, and then Maya comes back in the next game. She's 29 in 2017, apparently. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. You'd be found out right away, would you? That one, Phoenix, I feel like maybe you could lend out your badge. Maybe you could. I guess we'll find out later. Well, that's no fun. Did the Rise from the Ashes team know about the cases from later games? Peeking the mic? Am I peeking the mic? Uh-oh. I can turn the mic down some. I don't know, there's gotta be some setting I have. Move the mic away. Okay, the mic is over here now. I have to be very specific about where the mic is because I don't want it to pick up the computer fan. I don't know. I mean, if it works this far away where you guys can actually hear me laugh, I'll just keep it right over here. It's more or less out of the way, so we'll see. Alright, so let's learn about Sergeant Goodman. A name and an ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number... Well, we read that already. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? The fans are responding awesome. It just works. Oh, the computer fans, not the Sakura-Wiz fans. However, if you are enjoying the live stream, then you should totally do the liking and the subscribing. I don't really want to play the whole graphic right now. I was about to click it, but then I was like, that's like a whole minute of graphic. I'm good right now. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. True! Look, even Phoenix agrees. True! Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID YABA dab. Yo, we're dabbing! See? Wouldn't that be better? Yeah, the dab? Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point! It doesn't take much to amuse her. Alright, what's on the back here? Nothing. Yeah, but man, Yogi Bear, Flintstones? What else are we gonna have to look forward to? This is where the cars leave the yacht. The lot! The arrow on the... Oh my lord. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both? Kind of a dual purpose. The theory of relativity. Relativity! What? I've gotta write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright! Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German? Or maybe he was British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Okay, the theory of relativity was by Einstein, right? Or am I incorrect? Was it like Isaac... No, Isaac Newton was gravity. It was Einstein? Okay, yeah. Look! A door! This must mean something! I'm not sure that doors mean anything. Well, you know, Phoenix, the ends justify the means. We'll learn about that in Ace Attorney 5, Dual Destinies. No! It won't open! A mysterious lock! I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Hey guys, look what it is. It's a ladder. And while this isn't technically a new game, this is a DLC case added on to the original game. So of course we do get the annual Ladder v Step Ladder debate. Ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems horribly familiar somehow. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, Emma. I'm honestly not even gonna lie, I think that was weaker than the original. I would give that ladder v step ladder debate Probably like a 4 out of 10. The original's a 10 out of 10. Yes, we will be ranking them as we go. Don't you worry.
Look! A stylish glass-walled room. Very nice.
You could see the whole parking lot from in there.
It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe?
Huh?
Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later.
I hate to break it to you, but it's probably just the security guard office. Ladder tier list? Oh, we'll do a ladder tier list once we finish every game. We have to do the ladder tier list.
You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day.
Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Roasted. Absolutely roasted. Emma's doing her best, okay? Emma would never replace Maya. So, like, I really like Emma. Emma's, like, one of my favorite Ace Attorney characters. She does not have the same charm as Maya. There's something about Phoenix and Maya together. They just work. I don't know what it is.
Here, a phone. Let's see if it works.
Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching.
Hear anything? My ears! No! My ears!
Maybe it's due to barometric pressure? What is she babbling about?
Hey! What did you just say?
See? You can hear fine. The phone's broken. It just works. Sadly, I don't have the Totodile Howard graphic loaded. That honestly would be a good one to revive. I might remake the Todd Howard graphic one of these days.
This wall is in our way!
It's got a faucet for water.
Wait! No. This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a tank.
I fail to see how it makes a difference either way. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water.
It's heavy! I can't even budge it!
The drum over here's on its side.
Wait, you know, I'll ride in here and do a stakeout.
I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you might not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested.
What? I'm not sus! I'm not venting! There is a vent over there, though, you see it? It's in the corner? Nick, should I go in that vent? What do you think? Should we vent? You see, it's right over here, Nick! We're venting!
Can I not slide? It's the other bumper. Here we go. Oh my lord, what happened to this car?
Well, no time to waste. Let's go hunting for clues. Huh. I wonder what this is.
Well, partner, it looks like y'all have got no intention of going home quietly.
The sheriff!
Like I said before, this here's our claim. Y'all best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet.
Well,
scary.
Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns this car?
Well, well. The little filly's got a good nose on her. Y'all want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle?
Please!
No problem there, partner. About time for victuals, anyway. Get y'allself to the saloon on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find your cerveza you like. Prospector's office?
Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon. Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202. The High Prosecutor's Office. Is this what all Texans are like? I wish all Texans were this cool, Ash. In any case, stay away from the car. Y'all can look around all y'all like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great. Great! Maybe some clues are around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Okay, I think this is the character that I thought showed up first. Alright, this is probably gonna kill my throat and embarrass me at the same time, but... Excuse me. Were you two all set up? Us? What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene! Hello. Half and half, was it? Thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area's off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passers-by. Or are you officers? She has Lotta's theme. Fake fan Ash doesn't remember that clearly this is April May's theme. This is actually a song called Happy People. And it is a generic theme, I guess, for women? I really don't know. I think it only plays for April May, Lotta Sky, and, what is her name? Angel Scar? Angel Star. Who we're talking to right now. Angel Star. Desiree in the third game? They bring this song back? I don't remember that. No, but you, don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass up on the lunch. Dog's like, what? The cough-up queen? I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Oh, dear me. You are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder. The stabbing of that detective. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up Queen. Oh wait, that's Phoenix. Please, cough up Queen, tell us what happened. Why is he calling her the cough up Queen? The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yikes. She means it. Yeah. Alright, you know what we gotta do before anything. Cough up Queen.
Say hello to my attorney's badge!
Vince Attorney might be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy.
A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. About this card.
Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else.
No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belonged to a detective.
And you're showing me this... why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective.
Why do I get the feeling I'm being mocked? Phoenix hating on pickles? Would you want to have a lunch of just pickles?
Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something like this was going to happen. Just like I know the daily special on Friday every week is salmon.
Destiny? Like dual destinies? Ace Attorney 5? Coming soon! Oh, I didn't mean to skip, shoot.
You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of evil ones who haunt this den of inquiry. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms about blackening the name of the innocent. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace the lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence to this, evil? Oh, young miss. Mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me Puffa Queen. Ew! The most heinous of all evil ones. The one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really?
Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So, what exactly did you witness, Miss Starr?
It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife.
Wait a second! You know Lana?
Oh, of course! It's quite the feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack with that journey, I wonder? She always travels light.
Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name?
Could we ask you about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. The Far East's finest, you could say. For some reason, the box of lunches are a hit here. Why not just make the lunches here rather than import them? Imported lunch? Oh, did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs could understand. The kind you can only tell for someone who's tried General Zo's troglodyte lunch set. Never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of the trilobite. I'm sorry. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. Anyways, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? Sorry, chat, she's taken. I don't know what to tell you. See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? Oh, that was supposed to be Phoenix, I'm sorry. The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyways, I drop in and see him. Since you're here anyways, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. No. That was kind of harsh, Phoenix. Jeez. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Oh, hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they are, the worse they smell. Live like a 10-day-old clams in the chowder. Live like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. What a weird sentence. No wonder I couldn't read that. That was very confusing of me to say. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. You love clam chowder? I have never had clam chowder, fun fact. Maybe one of these days. Alright, so let's make sure I'm not missing anything before we leave. You're getting hungry? Is the lunch lady making you a little hungry? You want some trilobite? A little bite of the trilobite. Let's go. Oh man. I wonder whose office this could be. Gee, I wonder. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Wow. Are you just gonna take that laying down, Phoenix? Come on. Thanks. That's all you're gonna say? Thanks? Look! There's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into someone's business, do you? That voice! Long time no see, Edgeworth. You're the fake hedgehog around here. Does Edgeworth not have a Charlie? That's true, he doesn't have a Charlie, he just has those weird flowers in the back. Huh? I think that picked up on the mic at all. I was watching the bar, I think that all cut out. Mr. Edgeworth? You know him from somewhere? His biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and, Right. Her sister's chief prosecutor, after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No! Did I, no! It was Mr. Wright. He, hey, don't blame me. Well, we're just here to investigate the murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. Huh? That would be my car. What of it? Emma internally screaming right now. Why screaming out? Oh. Your car. I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. This is what broke the Ace Attorney timeline? I wouldn't say this moment right here breaks the timeline. We'll get to it. So, the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After all you went through to get me out of trouble last year, no less. What in this case breaks the timeline? You'll see. No! We don't think you did it! I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him! Wait, no, she didn't do that, I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir! Emma Sky! It's nice to meet you! Now, that didn't sound forced at all. Edgeworth being here broke the timeline? So Edgeworth being here, this is my opinion on it. Edgeworth being in this case does not break the timeline. What breaks the timeline is what happens later in this case. Is he supposed to be on leave right now? Major spoilers for Ace Attorney 2. I'm not gonna tell you. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'd admit it was a surprise for me, too. To think my own car would be the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my own superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait! What did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor. The top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? For me, it's how Edgeworth acts in trials that strikes me as a bit odd. A lot of the Edgeworth stuff in this case definitely doesn't line up well.
But really, it's just one scene that really screws up everything. And I'll tell you when we get to it. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about that guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Huh. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But... Some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. You think you mentioned it in the Discord? This case is in an odd spot, and you are pretty sure you know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure that the only thing that really screws with stuff is like at the very end of this case. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we, first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago? I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears that I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Why am I making this face when I'm saying this? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, 'twas the knife I kept in my toolbox in the trunk of my car. Okay, actual question. Why do you need a knife in your toolbox? What is the knife for? Especially when it's like a car toolbox. I assume it would be for like changing tires, right? What, are you gonna slash the tire? Why wouldn't you have a knife? Okay, why would you have a knife in your toolbox in the back of your car? Like, in his trunk. Yeah, okay, you're getting me. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? That face tells us all. You're the one who did it, Edgeworth! To jail! Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Alright, let's check out Edgeworth's knife. Man, Look at these stunning DS graphics.
This must be the victim's blood, right?
Either that, or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyways? Thank you, that's what I want to know.
Hey! Maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild.
Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory's more likely.
Are you kidding? He's pictured him as an outdoorsman.
Now there's a scary thought. To be fair, my mind was blown the first time I saw 3D graphics on a handheld. I mean, it is cool. If we were playing this, like, on a DS, this would feel really cool. Since we're playing this on a laptop in the year 2025, this, just kind of feels gimmicky, I'll be honest. It is fun! I once dreamed of being a defense attorney, a long time ago.
What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yet, my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. I guess you could say he's following the prosecutor's path. I'm sorry, that's non-canon. It's the prosecutor's gambit now.
Wow! This jacket's even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket.
Lucky jacket? Right. I've never seen him wear it.
I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture.
She's getting way too excited about this. Alright. Fun game for the chat. Does anybody know what the first appearance of this outfit is? I'm not joking, it does appear before this. It looks like Manfred's jacket. Yeah, it does. Oh, the mic's picking up the fan. I can see it. Hold on. Investigations 1, incorrect. Okay, we'll try putting the mic back there. 3-4. We have a winner! The first time this suit showed up was in Trials and Tribulations Case 4. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It's got a big K on it. The prosecutors. Huh? What was that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
King of Prosecutors?
It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor of every year. What? So that K, that's King Shield? Good move, by the way.
K stands for King?
Yeah. You got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors? Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Why would they send a shield to a prosecutor? Excellent question, T-Dog. You'll see. That might actually be lore relevant. Okay, this is literally as far away on the desk as I can put it. Please stop picking up the fan. I'm begging you. Okay, I think it's not picking up the fan now. I'm not gonna need to click the shield again. Wait, that was new dialogue. So that's the King of Prosecutors shield? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors! Please, stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? You drop this, King hands you a shield. I've only played this case once, I barely remember anything about it. I've only played this case once, and I remember pretty much everything from it. My, what an amazing bouquet! Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Windy. Windy? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Guys, do we know who Windy is? And beside it, a giant steel samurai! Wow, I want one? Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Windy. Windy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? Well, I can pretty confidently say that if she is Edgeworth's fiancée,
I want a divorce.
Then he wants a divorce. Oh. I don't think so. The old bag war flashbacks. Wow! What a view! It must be nice having an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact to the ground would be... Get it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. Wow, I can't believe Emma predicted the "Got It" text box from Apollo Justice. That's handy to know. Oh, cute! What a pretty tea set! I'm more of an instant tea bags guy myself. Amazing! The drawer below's filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend! What an exquisitely blended concoction! There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk! Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Oh, it's Dick! Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't! He'll sue you. We'll check out the books first. Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Oh no, not again. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe again?
He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool.
You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Man, this is a pretty nice bookshelf. I hope nothing unfortunate ever happens related to this bookshelf. I guess we'll find out later. Wink, wink.
Hey, a chessboard!
I'm not too up to date on chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot.
The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn.
Huh?
Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have real sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head's kinda spiky. Kinda reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Edges? Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair? Nah, it's nothing. Mounted units? Edgeworth would be the kind of guy to love Fire Emblem. Wow! This actually is a really cool 3D model. This looks like something kind of out of Ghost Trick. Look at the big K!
Hey, check this out! There's a metal plate here!
Huh. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved here.
Wow! This nameplate looks like it's in Japanese! But, they didn't want to confuse the Western audience, so they just kind of blurred it a little. I guess they didn't blur it enough, because, you could very clearly see that's kanji! And one guy's listed on there a bunch of times! Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner?
Yeah. That's probably it.
Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime.
When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. Alright, is there nothing else we can examine with the trophy? Guess that's it for now. Okay, so we talked to Edgeworth. We examined everything. Did we present everything? I guess we can show him the trophy. So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty.
Huh? Well, why's that?
I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Oh, yeah.
I was wondering something about the shield. Why is it broken?
What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about.
Right.
He doesn't seem too concerned about the award, for better or worse. Yesterday was a very busy day at the prosecutor's office.
Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday?
No, Miles' perfect attendance! Could you tell me more about yesterday? The, day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office.
Cleaning day?
Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal.
Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's where you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. So they get parking stubs? That's interesting. This is the parking stub for the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Okay, I'm not sure who this is. Um. Oh, God. Oh, no. Everybody guard your eardrums. Oh, man. This is one of the most annoying characters in the entire series. Oh, excuse me. What? Is Mr. Edgeworth, in the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here at the, request of the chief, sir! I've got your report, sir! Report? What? Did you find any evidence against the chief prosecutor? I don't like the way this conversation's going at all. The mic does not like... The mic doesn't like Mike Meekins? Ah, this is unfortunate. Oh, Sky, sir? No, sir! No name of that kind, sir! Not this report, sir! I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir... Following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you! I wasn't aware of the particulars. Give me your name. Oh, yes, sir! Oh, Meekins, sir! Officer Meekins! Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Well, he's not Gumshoe, but he sure can hear the salary cutting noises. Ooh. Wait, that's the wrong graphic. No! Ah, that's the wrong graphic. My bad. There we go. Rip his salary. Ah, guys, good news! Tracks from Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo have been added. And a Yoshi playlist has been made on Nintendo Music. What a great app. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave brains and good luck. Wow. That's pretty harsh. We haven't even met Maggie Bird yet, and you're gonna say Meekins has bad luck?
Right. Yes, sir? Oh, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Uh-huh. Thanks. Well, he seems to have finally calmed down, at least. Well, it was nice seeing you, Edgeworth. Oh, hey, it's the Dommy Mommy. Anyways. No, it's him! Oh, no, it's him. Do you see him? I see him. Oh, no. I gotta make a graphic specifically for him. Oh, God, his eyes.
We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi. And traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only been to the criminal affairs next door. Huh. Hold on. What's that? No, no! No, not the song! Oh, my PTSD!
Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure do know a lot about the police.
You're about 3 minutes behind the stream now? Bruh. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger? Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. What are you doing here? He's here! Finally, Gumshoe! That's my line, Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be too busy. This is our chance to get information. Oh, you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Well, you know what we have to do before anything. I've got to scroll to the graphic. Okay, there we go. Chia-kazing! Von Karma sweep? We haven't made it to Ace Attorney 2 yet. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Nuff said.
I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice.
Wait, speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? Now hold on a second, doesn't Emma have an ID card on her chest? Like, that's a card, right? I don't know. Alright, I guess we'll show him the ID. Detective, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal! That's the detective's ID card! You can't keep that! You gotta turn it into the police! It's people like yous who gets me in so much trouble all the time! Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. You ever see that, Breaking Bad television show, Mr. Wright? No, my mistake, pal. But
Didn't you work together at Criminal Affairs?
Why? I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
That's what I thought. Mr. Nick, we have to cook. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Alright. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this here case.
Why not?
Oh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutors confessed to the crime. She said she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and, she killed him.
Phoenix definitely watches Better Call Saul.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal. Can I speak with you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
What did you miss between Meekins and Gumshoe? Did anything happen in between Meekins and Gumshoe? We pretty much went straight from Meekins to here, right? I don't think you missed anything, really. Maybe some text. She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister.
Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister?
Just please investigate the case carefully, okay? Scientifically!
Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's just, it's a sensitive issue these days.
So, what are you doing, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Nothing, really. They kicked me out of Criminal Affairs.
Detective Gumshoe? What'd you do this time?
What do you mean this time, pal?
Then, what happened? I know things are a bit busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest-ranked people are let into the criminal affairs. The lowest-ranking guy there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank-and-file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall?
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal.
So, this ID card belonged to the victim?
He was a detective, like myself, pal. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Huh. Don't you think that's a bit strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card just be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. We haven't checked out the parking stub yet. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime.
The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up a couple extra red lights. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair.
Perhaps.
It just shows to know you'll never know what happens when you run a yellow light.
Show T-Dog the Badger dance? Will he dance if I examine him?
I was wondering about that.
What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my magnum opus, pal! You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I did my thing, pal!
Nice work?
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere! There's no switch! Switch to eventually, pal! So it just dances till the batteries die.
Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance till he drops.
God. Blue Badger, my behated. The usual wanted posters are hanging on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought he was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human.
She does have a point. Gumshoe that looks like it was made by a grade schooler. Well, I mean, he is a police detective, not an artist.
I always get excited when I come to the police station.
Why's that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if it's all that exciting.
Sure it is! Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about their latest bust.
Funny. I thought they were talking about the weather. Look, that patrolman's saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I says, "Hey, you do's that, and your soup will get cold, buddy." That's hilarious, sir! I laughed so hard I cried!
I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes?
They make a good pair. Don't forget, the Blue Badger isn't the only badger. There's more than one?
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they were designed after a panda.
Panda?
Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory.
Theory! Do you mind me asking what made you come up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car, and it came to me. We had just been to the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo? There's a pink one, and a proto-badger? Proto-badger with skull emoji. Oh, they're in investigations. Wow, spoilers for me. I haven't played all of Investigations. I played the first case.
So, yes, I have met Jocks Portsman. Jocks Portsman. Jocks Portsman. What a great name! The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting kits. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. Oh, that's what it means? Did I only just explain Jock Sportsman to you? That's crazy. I didn't know you didn't know that one, Hisoa. Yeah, he's Jock Sportsman. That's why he has, like, the Olympic medal and, like, the whole, like, athlete persona going on. Eddie Fender. A Defender. Eddie Fender. That one's pretty funny. Eustace Winner. I will say, I do think Sebastian de Best was way better than Eustace Winner. However, I think, what's his name? Because he was originally Blaze de Best, and then they changed it in the localization to, it's something really good, but I've only seen it, like, twice. It's like, I'll have to find it. Excelsius! Yeah, Excelsius, Winner. It's so cool. Excelsius Winner. That's like such a good name. Anyways, what family wouldn't want a set at a home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Yeah, I can't wait to get the Investigations games. Mostly because I haven't played them before, but also just because I'm really excited to play Investigations 2. Supposedly it's the best game in the entire series. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Justine is now Verity Gavel. What was her last name originally? It was Justine Courtney. I'll be honest, I think Verity Gavel's better. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Good question by Jay Silva. Will you be playing the Investigations games after Trials and Tribulations? Or Apollo Justice Release Order? So I thought this through, and for the sake of having a chronological story, I'm gonna play the trilogy, and then we're gonna play the Investigations duology, and then we'll play the Apollo Justice trilogy, and then we'll finally finish it off with the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I guess technically we should have played Great Ace Attorney first, but, like, Great Ace Attorney has, like, nothing to do with the story of any of the other games, so it's okay. They're set, like, 300 years in the past. Oh, can we not go inside yet? What else are we supposed to do? 300 years ago? Yeah, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles follows Phoenix's Wright's ancestor, Ryu Nato? Rinosuke. Yeah, that's it. Rinosuke Naruhodo. And you might be wondering, why is Rinosuke Naruhodo... Wow, it is gonna be bad when we get to those names if I can't say the protagonist's name. Why is Rinosuke Naruhodo why is he Phoenix Wright's ancestor? And that's because Phoenix Wright is localized. And he's originally Naruhodo. So there you go, fun fact. I don't remember Phoenix's Japanese first name. I just remember that he is Naruhodo. You wonder if Ace Attorney 7 will release by the time we're done? Probably it will. Okay, there's nothing new in the office. There's nothing else we can ask him. Maybe there's something new at the parking garage? No. Oh, that's why that's why I was trying to say okay, that's because that's Phoenix's name, Ryuchi. Okay. Ghost Trick stream win? If I get really burnt out of playing Ace Attorney, or after we finish Ace Attorney. One or the other. Okay, I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about.
I wouldn't want you to do that either.
Good.
Oh yeah, we haven't been to the detention center. Well, the detention center sure is busy. What am I supposed to be doing?
Found it in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing, pal? Wait, I didn't mean, I'm sure somebody else really did it. Someone must have, someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
That's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective?
Of course, pal! I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations!
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the Chief Prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? It must be about the rumors. Oh, okay, so the knife and the stub give us the same answer.
This ID card belongs to the victim. You can do just about anything these days with a card and the right security number. Scary.
It's only scary because you keep dropping your card, Detective Gumshoe. Alright, I'm a little late, but I'll go ahead and play this.
Have you ever read the famous dystopian
just full
science
of
fiction
ID
novel,
numbers and
19?
cameras, pal. I forgot my secret number a lot, too. It's scary. But I'm me, after all. What could be wrong with that?
I think I'll stay out of this conversation. Literally 1984, baby. Okay, did I forget to examine anything? No? Can I go in? No? Do I need to talk to the cough-up queen? Could you take a look at this? You? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No thanks. Did she even look at me? You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. The steam from the steamed hams we're having. Steamed hams. I knew it! So the secret's their aroma. Exquisite! The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. You need to go back to Gumshoe? I've done, like, every possible thing I can do with Gumshoe, though, right? What have I not done with Gumshoe? Oh, where did this dialogue come from? This is the greatest case in the entire series. Yay! He's in a tough spot. Again. Again? Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent! Listen, pal, there've always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. You should have clipped the steamed hams. There's a reason I've only played this once. It is a very long and complex case, I'll give it that. Forging evidence, making deals with the witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting, pal! But, there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth's always had an unusually strong tie to the department higher-ups. It's only natural people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this is the latest case that started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But you know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth's biting the bullet on this one. He's done this for all of us, see? And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Ash had a Mia guiding her through the game. Well, to be fair, I think I did use a guide to get through the entirety of Trials and Tribulations. I was confused for most of that game. Thank you! Why aren't you handling the case, Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what's his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West L.A. You know, West L.A., Los Angeles, California. Right here in the... I did not mean to drag that. Uh-oh. Okay, it's not broken. Right here in the good old US of A, baby. West LA, Monica. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
A letter of introduction. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Rip his house. He is no longer in the house like carpet. Hey, look here! It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus. $20? I swear, this is the most overused graphic I've ever made. I feel like I have to click this one every 5 seconds. It's so good, though. I really don't mind. I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in this detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Alright, I guess that's all we can do with that. Someone needs to help Gumshoe. So, this isn't canon, but my head canon is that Gumshoe gets a promotion along with Edgeworth and is happily married to Maggie Bird. And they're just, like, chilling. Like, they don't have to go do detective work, right? Because he's, like, I don't know, maybe he's pushing papers, maybe he's chief of police. But regardless, in my brain, I think Gumshoe's chillin'. They're in the house like carpet. Very true. That'd be so wholesome. It would be wholesome. And that's why Capcom would never do it. I guarantee you, if Gumshoe comes back, he's still just gonna be a detective. He's not gonna be married, and he's not gonna make any money. 'Cause no one can evolve in this series. Anyways, looks like the investigation's still going. I don't know who this is. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck. Oh, sorry. Looks like I'll be stuck in the pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Well, I got one of the voices right. Oh, still here? Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Okay, hold on. I can't pass up on this. Alright, plus media source. We'll click that off. Browse files. Graphics folder. What happened to the security guard? What happened to the security guard? That was probably way too loud, I'm sorry. I didn't have the FNAF graphic loaded, I'm sorry. Hey there! What's wrong, Bambina? Y'all are looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. It wasn't too loud? Oh, I should probably turn it back up then. God, this is such a good theme. There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest?
There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime. Oh, we did this already. Okay, so we have to show him the letter. Look at that! Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you. Fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe. Ah, that old cowdog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe, for better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then.
Thanks, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a sec.
Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I'd say this is it. I'd say we won't be needing this anymore. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman. He was a detective here, right?
Well, well, aren't you a feisty doggy there? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Don't worry, partner. I'd never update this on you.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny thing you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So, there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector.
But my sister called the victim here the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot?
So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to the shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Alright guys, Texas lore. Bro, can I not do symbols? What the heck? Oh, no, there we go. Remember this. This will be important for later. The Texas lore. Huh? I was one of them fancy-shoed detectives until 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Oh, now he tells me. But you're just a patrolman now. How can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So, why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he has nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old he's nothing but a sad old cow dog. Can't even find his own tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe? Kicked out of the investigation? Alright, so we should be able to move now, right? Excellent. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Right. Let's check it out. What? Why am I getting a tutorial? I've already analyzed, like, 6 pieces of evidence. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. Okay, I don't think I have any boomers in chat, but, people born before the year 2000 were flip phone straps a thing? Like, would people compare the straps that they have? It's apparently a thing in the Ace Attorney universe. It's like, this isn't the only time the phone straps come up. Also, yeah, flip phones in 2017, lol. I don't remember phone straps being a big thing. Maybe it's a Japan thing? I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. Flip phone straps weren't relevant until like 2012 in Japan? Oh, they were relevant until 2012. Okay, so it's a Japan thing. I kind of figured it was a Japan thing. Huh. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a records of the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last call or the last number you've called. No! No matter how far I run, no matter how hard I try to hide, convenience follows me. Did anybody take a picture of this screen yet? If no one took a picture,
I'm about to move on.
Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation.
Yeah, you stinking millennials, not knowing how to work they phone. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. Old man Phoenix Wright. Alright, well it looks like all I can do is press the redial button. Now let's see who the owner of this phone called last.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button.
Wow, banger alert! Is this the first time we've had a ringtone in the series? I think this is the first ringtone, right? Because I think the ringtones first show up in 2-1?
Hey!
Oh, hey, that song! I know that! Whoa there! What's going on over here? Doesn't his phone ring in 1-3? It might ring in 1-3. Bro, I remember the singular retones were fire. Okay, so this might be a hot take, but my favorite ringtone in the series... In fact, I might see if I can play it for you. I gotta open up YouTube. Hopefully this doesn't destroy the stream. Claviers? No, you'd think so, right? But no, this is my favorite ringtone. This is Apollo Justice's ringtone. And you might be wondering, why do I really like this one? You'll find out in like 5 games. It's also really catchy. You guys can hear it, right? Alright, anyways, back to the game. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? But it's my lore and I need it now! Oh, don't worry, Ash. We'll get to the lore. Why did I ever take this graphic off? It's so good.
Whose phone is this, anyways? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belonged to Chief Prosecutor Sky.
What? It's my sister's!
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ringing just now. One of them newfangled ringtunes. One of those newfangled ringtunes. Ringtunes. Ah, never change, Officer Marshall. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Texas lore number 2. Alright, so far we found out that in Texas, they shoot you for calling people out. True. And they shoot you for lying. Do I want to get political? I don't think I'm going to get political. They don't shoot you for lying in Texas. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Man, this is such a good theme.
This rope, is it?
Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You have to be the only person I know to come to that conclusion. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
You're right. Let's see. 67S 122.
There's a name printed on the paper above. Goodman.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright?
Oh, I can tell you what it means. But I'm gonna hold off until later. It might just be lore relevant. How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what it means either. Oh yeah, we got some new evidence. We might as well look at it. Wait a second! I can't believe Capcom cheated us of a 3D model of this note from Goodman. I've been bamboozled. How dare they present us with a PNG? This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. B block is through here. That's where the visitors park. I can see the Lutchland car from over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak.
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think about it too deeply and you'll be fine. A cow eating a steak. A block.
This is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are relegated to B block.
I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block and buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. My good old-fashioned American hamburgers!
You know, Emma,
down in Texas, they shoot you for ripping off lovable character traits from other characters. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Give me at least 9 years. I think that's everything we can look at, right? Do 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 do. Yeah, I think that's everything. Texas Lore 3, they shoot you for ripping off character traits from other lovable characters. That's not official Texas Lore. Where should we go? I guess we'll visit Edgeworth? Nope. Oh, we have stuff to talk about.
So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And that prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall!
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... lovers.
No, not really. Is there something between the cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten over me. Maybe it's the dry wind a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill wind? Someone's up to something here. But who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because of what he did. Because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is. Until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
Evidence is everything, you say?
Hold it! Take that!
I'd say evidence is everything. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you'll find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals.
What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everybody knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, an updated autopsy report, an update for the updated autopsy report, a note from the victim, an updated autopsy report, and a cell phone.
So, you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it!
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma?
Yeah?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. Also, can we talk about how Phoenix has like a freaking like... What are those things called? The indestructible bricks? Yeah, he has like a Nokia. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you. Didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor of the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Alright. We'll make it a little bit of the ways into the trial. Probably like another hour or so. Ah, dang it, I messed that up. Okay, hold on. I tried to time it where I'd be able to get done with that before the graphic ended. My bad. Defendant Lobby number 2? How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Pokemon Gray win. Or rather, the whole thing's one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate.
I believe in you, sis.
Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. That's really bad advice. Right? I mean, I would say that's really bad advice. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspect of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is... you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Oh, thank God! Sorry to randomly pause. My mom just got her blood work back. At least both of my parents aren't diabetic. That's very good news. The genetics might be on my side. Anyways, my first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
I was about to say, why can Emma not help you? Courtroom number 9! Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth? It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I've had too many of those. Too many unnecessary feelings. I will choose the path that I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. I choose the prosecutor's path. Oh, sorry, that's non-canon. The judgment has been made here. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow! He's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar? I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. Ah, for you I have the Fiesta Bowl. Thanks? Will the witness please state her name and profession? Ah, and for you, sir, did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Oh, you've offended the cough-up queen. Prepare to be stepped on, Edgeworth. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Apparently some guy on LinkedIn leaked that they're working on a Jimmy Neutron reboot. Oh, that means I need to go watch Jimmy Neutron, doesn't it? I've never seen it. I know a lot of the memes. Name. Profession. Now. Me? Oh, the name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up! Oh my gosh, guys. History in the making. The judge's catchphrase of has been changed out for Finally, a shake-up. This is what the series really needed. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. The judge just ate dinner. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What?
Miss Star was a detective?
I know who you are. For Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with your description, Miss Star.
Just who is this lady? If I may have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. Block A is for the prosecutor's office's personnel. A B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. Suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yeah? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
Oh, it's back! It does seem rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on your principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give 'em your worst, Miss Star.
Crushed. Wait, are they talking about me? Somehow, I always knew that this day would come. I was on my way to deliver my lunchbox to my boyfriend, when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's institution at work.
Wow, this is a really cool drawing. Look at Lana!
Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then, she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching.
Huh. As you can see, there's no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. Is this a Skyrim reference? It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
That came out like 5 years after? Oh, it's Monty Python. Okay, I'm sorry. How did you know? Respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Inconvenient!
Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Miss Star, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired?
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than words. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Star.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Watched it for the first time a year ago. I don't know if I've seen the whole movie. I've seen clips from it. That might be a fun movie night sometime. This boyfriend. He's the detective? Not that boyfriend. The security guard. But Miss Sky, what happened to the security guard? Man, I can't believe Michael's getting so much action. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend. Care to join? Whoa! Hold up! The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Amorous. If we ever get around to watching the Futurama movies, a major plot point of the second movie is a polyamorous relationship. It's pretty funny.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
I've only watched the first one. The first Futurama movie is the only good one. The security guard room is in the lot, the A block. It's up on the second level so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with security on it. Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime? You've been watching Futurama recently? Good show! Probably one of my favorite shows. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like... how would you say... oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? I still need to start Futurama. I think you'll like Futurama more than King of the Hill. Futurama has a lot less annoying characters. It just has a lot of really cringe episodes. With King of the Hill, usually the plots are good, it's just the characters are annoying. With Futurama, it has some really just like, ugh, plot lines, but the characters are all really good. Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. Does anybody want to take a snapshot of this? This might be a fun reaction picture. Let's see how the King of the Hill reboot compares to Futurama. I'm gonna make a
bold prediction. I think the King of the Hill reboot will be immensely better than the Futurama reboot. I think the Futurama reboot was pretty terrible. Young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard. Yellowed and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, and with an odor of old cheese to match.
Ah, sick burn. In any case, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with the victim... The knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, are you sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. If we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you're a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. What?
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism.
I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Oh, a photograph? And you took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my witnesses took over. In a snap, I took the picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only just now seeing this photograph? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Uh-oh, this is unmistakably Lana. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Okay, so I have two more things to press. Tell me more about this knife the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Huh? Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So, the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. Man, Emma is a huge Monty Python fan, huh?
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
That sounds pretty fatal to me.
Well, what do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
The shortest case in the series? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me feel calmer.
Don't smile like that!
Alright, I don't remember the exact evidence for this one. Huh. Oh, I can analyze the new evidence. Oh, it doesn't give me anything. Yeah, she doesn't have a knife in the photo. I'll go ahead and save just to be safe. Does it say 4 p.m.? Oh yeah, we haven't looked at the autopsy report yet. Bruce Goodman died between 4 and 5:30. Loss of blood from a chest wound. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. Single stab was found. Okay, so she said it was a single stab. He's holding a knife. So maybe we're supposed to dock her credibility? Because she said she was 30 feet away behind a chain fence. I'll try it. Nope. The evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in the statement, Your Honor. How exactly does the evidence in that statement relate? They aren't, are they? Oh man.
Yeah. It's rewind
Oopsie
time.
daisy. So what evidence do we have right now? There's no prints on the knife. But in the photograph, you can clearly see she's wearing gloves. It's gotta be something with the photograph, right? Maybe it's that she doesn't have the photograph. Or maybe it's that she's not holding the knife in the photograph? It's either this one or this one. Yeah, she did hurt her hand. If I could present profiles... If I could present profiles, then I'd present Lana's profile, but we can't present profiles until the next game. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let's go, baby! Deductive reasoning for the win! And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife? As I've already said, yes! I swear on my finest salmon swirl lunch. Do we need to make a small salmon swirl lunch the finest? I'm sure that is a fine lunch. Ash, do you want to make small angel star? But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph! This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? This is why Miss Sky is holding... Then why is Miss Sky not holding the knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Oh my gosh. Objection. That had to have been the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet, it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. Alright, that deserves the Edgeworth graphic. 1 second.
Objection!
You are not a clown. You are the entire circus. Would she also have watermelons? Oh, definitely. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph! Ah! Yes, it's hard to tell, but that could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problems here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, Are you gonna just sit there and take this abuse? Ugh. You got a better idea? Objection or no problem? Vote now on your phones. Take a moment to consume some nuts. Alright, I got 2 votes for objection, 1 vote for no problem. If this is in 2017, then how come the picture is not in color? Flip phones. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took a picture of the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you could order seconds. A problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering a jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Skye was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Objection!
Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in this photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Ah. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what they say. If the glove fits, you must acquit. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder? A serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. Okay. So now would be a great time to present that Lana's hand got cut. Which means she couldn't be wearing gloves? Well, I guess she could be wearing gloves and still cut her hand. But they would have found, like, Lana's blood, right? I don't know where my logic's going right now. We'll press this. What? She was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like, driving gloves?
Objection!
The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, of the kind they used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion we can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Ah! If the world ended in 2012, how would this take place in 2017?
How does security breach take place in 2032? We'll never know.
Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star.
This is bad. She's got them thinking it was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. Oh, don't worry, Phoenix. This trial is a long way away from being over. I gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. Okay. So we don't have any new evidence. Oh crap, I didn't mean to scroll through the whole thing. Oh, I did it again. Oh my lord. Okay, slow down next time. Okay, the murder was planned, the gloves prove it. So to disprove it, it would be that she didn't have a murder weapon, right? Because she had to use Edgeworth's knife? Let's saving. Let's go, baby. Sherlock Holmes the Second. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon. A red car, all belonging to the prosecutor? The defendant is the chief prosecutor.
Mommy, are prosecutors bad people?
The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. Oh, sick burn, Phoenix. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated Lana Skye planned the murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, I present you this argument, Judge. If the gloves fit, you must acquit. Why did she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh, we got her now, boys. The knife just happened to be in the trunk of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Order! Order! Great. Now the tide's turning in my favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Uh-oh. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Wow, Edgeworth with the jokes. Great one. Good work, buddy. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. But the prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not.
The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now? But you know as well as I do she planned on killing him. It was planned! If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you! My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now?
Lord Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure that chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive a human machine to plunge the knife in, again and again.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
Yes.
Ah, shoot, I think I'm a war criminal.
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Pizza time. I'm not paying for those.
Alright, well this one's easy. I don't even need to read anything.
Give me your autopsy report, Miss Starr. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. Is that just a rotten bowl? Ew! I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to loss of blood from one stab wound.
Uh-huh! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk! He's my hero, really.
What about my objection? No one noticed.
Well, witness?
You've got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now, I realize such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Guys, I think Angel Star doesn't know how to cough it up. Miss Star, I demand an The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
Uh-huh? But This can't be!
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Go back to the kitchen. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true in life. Oh my god! I was joking with what I said, and then Edgeworth came out and said it! What the hell? Misogynist Edgeworth arc. Harsh words, but good. Misogynist Judge arc.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
Misogynist Emma arc? What was my objection? Chopped liver?
But it was there. A scarf. Not that, but something red. Really?
Well now, where were we? The witness is giving us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and you apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part?
The part where your sister stabs the victim. The next testimony might be the moment of truth. Can we kick her for having to change her testimony like 6 times? In an actual court, yes, but unfortunately this is a kangaroo court. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her left side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's when she had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made her escape, but against Angel's star, resistance is futile. You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel's star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks.
Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
Alright guys, well, jot it down. Whatever type that Wright is, it's weak to poison. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked oil over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. You think Phoenix is a grass type? That would explain why he gets cornered so often. Are there any obvious flaws? Okay, so let's check the layout. Okay, so the partition... Let me turn my mouse back on for this. Properties... Oh, is it not in here? Oh, that's because it's the wrong thing. 1 second. Properties. Okay, there we go. Capture cursor. There we go. Okay.
Okay, so you can see me. Okay, so this is the partition. You see the partition right here? So she runs behind the partition. Angel Star is here. She has to vault over the gate. Run over here. Grab her. Now, if I remember correctly, the oil drums are here? So I guess she, like, gets pushed this way. Then she kicks the drum. I wonder if anything was in the drum. Maybe that'll be relevant later. So that's the scene she's setting up. And apparently she mentioned the muffler. I think that's copium. But... okay. So we've pretty firmly set up the crime scene. I'll turn my mouse back off. Okay. So does anything... So she ran off to her side. I feel like this is not real. So where is this partition? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? You say quickly. Were you close? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away the whole time. Maybe I should press her. Should we press the cough-up queen? What do you think, guys? You wanna press the cough-up queen? That's an unfortunate nickname. Press! It's time to press the cough-up queen. I'd like to see this on the floor plan, just to be safe. The lunchling car was... she's a visitor. Oh, she was a visitor, thus she parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from... here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain-link fence. In front of you. I went over that, of course. Amazing. The cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete, indeed. It would have taken her a little time to jump over the fence. She couldn't have just gotten my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet tall, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Okay, I would also like to mention that Angel Star is currently wearing high heels. There's no way. So I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to show the floor plan. Oh, I guess not. How long ago was my last save? We might just take the L. I should have saved. Oh well. The suspect attempted to run. Oh, I'm probably supposed to show it here, right?
Objection!
Oh, no. My perfect record! Look, Avon Karma is perfect in every way. I'm just following the creed. I guess we'll just press everything. She mentioned the muffler? What'd she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard from her was the word muffler. Just one word? So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... Ooh. Should we ask further or should we leave it? This is a dangerous route to go, because this puts Emma in suspect range. I'm thinking we want to ask. One vote for ask. I gotta wait for at least 2 votes. 2?! We must know the truth. First. Alright. By phone, did you mean this cell phone? Discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's quite like a salmon. Heading upstream, you see. A Gyarados. I'm starting to hate that Pokemon. No, the court doesn't see Miss Star. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car there was an emergency phone. Apparently it was out of order. So she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. What keeps putting you so far behind, T-Dog? Should we just sit here for a full minute and let Ted skip ahead? Might not be a bad idea. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so... Oh, crap, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry my sister's so sus, Mr. Wright. I don't know why she had to vent. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it! You have to believe me. Alright, wait, didn't she add... Okay, there we go. She tried the phone on the wall. Okay, so this is the thought I had earlier, but I presented the evidence too early. Okay, so I'm not gonna re-enable my mouse, but if you look at the partition wall, the only way that Angel could see Lana on the phone would be if she was in lot A. She couldn't see the telephone from lot B. So, objection. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky.
Objection!
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, I would have thought you'd be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor. You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Edgeworth is having none of this crap. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plan. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't have possibly seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in Block B, you couldn't have seen it! Oh my gosh, we got the pursuit theme, let's go. What? Order! What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies! That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you'll allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie the witness has told the court. Here's where the counter-argument begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... we'll go ahead and save. She lied about where she saw it, correct? Because the order of events seems fine. What she saw would be a great answer, but I'm pretty sure she saw Lana stab a guy, so... Where she saw it. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What's significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. You were explaining where she'd have to see it earlier? Yeah, I vaguely remember the details of this case. Unlike Case 1 and Case 2, I don't remember exactly what evidence I need to use, but... eventually. Pointless to lie. I see. But to say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone, it would mean... Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it! Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? It's time for Logic and Trick. I really like this song. All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. You don't know you're beautiful! The place from where Miss Starr witnessed the crime was... the security room! It was at least somewhere in here, but I'm pretty sure she saw it from here. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed. The security guard room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you could see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There's so many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecution's office, wouldn't park in the A block.
The only place where she could have seen the crime was the back of the partition here. I remember in your testimony it said, you brought lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think the tables would be turned. About if you would. Today, a man has gotten the better of Angel Star. Order! Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective! You should know better! I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright? Doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness was found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. Something we don't charge for in the state of Japanifornia. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let us review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. There must be a vital difference. But what? What would it change? A difference in lighting! So I think, and I'll visualize it for the people again. So, you see the partition here. If she's in the security room, how is she gonna see Edgeworth's trunk? Like, she might see some of the action, but is she gonna see the whole thing? Why, the angle at which she saw the crime would change. The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have a sort of more 3D view of the crime. And this is important. Why? Wait, what? That's wrong? What? Well, I guess it's a good thing I saved. Distance? It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright. But look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. Yeah, it's rewind time. I forgot to play the graphic, I'm sorry. There you go. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime Were you arrested, Miss Sky? Well, witness? You... Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Mmm. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the crime scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Good lord, she's booking it! That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking lot in Lot B. That's quite the detour. It probably took at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes?! This changes things considerably. It was that woman over there, who, in the defendant's chair, who stabbed him. Alright guys, I think this is the first time we get to play this one today. That woman! I know it! I have photographic evidence! I swear it! I swear it on my finest plastic spork! Man, she really loves the finest. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely! Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something! Do I have any evidence to stop this? Alright. I'm gonna have to leave you all to ponder the question. Do we have any evidence to stop this? I guess we'll find out next time. Thank you all for tuning in. Most likely, we will not be doing a Thursday stream again because, I've only got the 2 days off of work this week, and, I gotta go to school to both of them. I streamed today, and, I gotta do my homework at some point, so, I'm probably gonna be working on stuff on Thursday, so apologies, but, we'll pick this up, potentially on Thursday, but probably not. And, most likely next Tuesday. So, be ready for more Angel Star action. It's just a prank, bro. Alright, with that, surprisingly, I don't think I've used this at all this stream, but I'm gonna leave you off with the, shilling graphic here. And I'll, see you next time.